Hey guys, so in this video I just wanted to show you how to replace the motor on your boosted board V2. So I had this weird sound coming from my board and I was able to narrow it down to a bent motor shaft with the help of boosted. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off the wheel nut, and this one's a little bit tricky because it's screwed on there pretty tightly, so I used a skate tool to do that. I didn't take off the wheel first, I took off the motor guards, and that's just 2 bolts right there, and I can use the tool that was included with my replacement motor to do that. Next I'll remove the wheel, so you just twist it a little bit and it comes off with the belt, and there's 2 other parts you can take off there. Now we removed the motor, and that's just 4 screws right there, and again you can use the tool that came with the replacement motor to do that. Next we'll remove the electrical connector for the motor, so this is a little bit tricky. You have to sort of work it out a little bit. Don't pull too hard because it is electrical, but it does take a little bit of force. You pull it out and over out of the holder, and then you can just pull it. I wiggle it a little bit, and then there you go. Now what you're going to notice is that that box in the front is actually preventing you from removing the motor. So what I do is I just loosen the 4 bolts on the top of that and remove it. And you need a different tool for that, and this is what you need. And then slide it out of the way, and out comes the motor. Then I can slide the new motor in, make sure that you have the wire on the inside, and I'll put that box back so I don't damage anything further there. And then I'll put the motor screws back on, but I'll only hand tighten them. Now one of the things I did here was I also removed my skid plates. I just wanted to clean up the inside a little bit since I was taking things apart. That's absolutely not necessary for this, but since I did that, I'm going to put them back on, and then just slide the belt over the new motor. You may have to twist it a little bit and work on it, and I'll put the nut for the motor back on and tighten that up with the skate tool. So the next thing I'm going to do is tighten up the screws that mount the motor on. I'll tighten them about 90 to 95% of the way, but not 100%, because you'll see why here. I actually need to slide the motor on the mount a little bit to get it adjusted. Next thing I'm going to do is reconnect the motor cable. Now you want to make sure this goes all the way in fully. There's actually a line on the cable that indicates whether you've done it fully. So the next thing I'm doing here is I'm pushing the motor forward while I tighten up the motor screws a little bit, and this is to get tension on the belt. I'm basically pushing as hard as I can. So to figure out if the tension is equal between the 2 motors, just run them at low speeds, and if both of them turn at the same time, then your tension is good. So it's just sort of a trial and error thing. It doesn't have to be super perfect, but if you have one motor going really fast and the other one not moving at all, you may have a problem.
See, it's kind of crappy. See, this is the male control for this drone. How it works is you hit the buttons and it flies. Look at that thing fly.
So now I'll just fully tighten up the motor, put the skid plate back on, test it out, and that weird sound has gone away. If you know anyone who might benefit from this content, please share it with them, and I'd be honored if you subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a new video shortly with the extended battery.